wish there was more recognition of the females that contributed. I mean, not just to music, just overall females in general have contributed a lot that they don't get a lot of recognition for. But like, especially in music and hip hop, like Missy is one of those people, you know, the Missies, the MC Lights,
the
like
Brats,
the Queen Latifahs, the Brats, like the Lil Kims, you know, like these people were
Rod Digger,
man, her lyrical skills and stylings at the time, like nobody could.
I don't remember what the first song. I don't remember if it was on a Lyricist Lounge.
The Lyricist Lounge show,
right? Not the show, but the compilation. The compilation.
Do you remember the show though?
The music. Yeah, I remember the show.
The show was dope.
But I don't remember if I first heard her on one of those comps or if it was on Respect My Conglomerate. Like when Busta kind of put that little clan together.
Yeah, the first one that comes to my mind when I think Raw Digga is and it was off that Connect, but it was Flip Mode Z Imperial.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I don't remember if that was around the time that I first heard her or if it was on Lyricist Lounge, because she was on some of that Lyricist Lounge as well.
Yeah.
You know, Wordsworth and a bunch of those guys in that Lyricist Lounge circle, man. Those CDs was dope.
Super dope.
I mean, the Lyricist Lounge first CD was dope, but the second one I think came super iconic because of the Pharoah Monch, Nate Dogg.
Pharoah Monch, bruh. That bro. What was Simon Says?
Yeah.
Simon says get the fuck up, bruh.
I like on the album.
Another dope sample.
I think it was a song that came after. I think it was his album after that, but that song he had called Desire was dope to me.
Desire. I don't remember that one.
Go look that one up. That one was dope.
Had to check that one out. Yeah. It's just producers though. I love me a good producer.
And see, our artists too, I think, have the same fault sort of now to a certain degree, which is like you were saying, like certain beats had styles that was recognizable. I think the artists as well. Like when Busta came on, you knew it by the voice. You knew it, the style,
his cadence,
the cadence.
his flow.
Redman came on, you knew that.
Ludacris,
Tupac. It didn't matter. They all had their unique style, and it wasn't just the voice. It was their style, the way they flowed, the way each beat they flowed differently because the beat demanded it.
Yeah.
And I feel like right now, there's like 4 or 5 rap patterns that just get recycled. Like the patterns that they use in their rhymes, it just feels very recycled. It feels very repetitive. There's nobody going out there and they're just riding the beat. I feel like a lot of the newer artists, you can take their lyrics and put it on any beat you want, as long as the tempo's the same.
That makes sense.
Because no one's really riding the beat. They're just kind of mimicking rhyme patterns.
There's one person that's coming to mind right now. Dope. I love his lyrical skills. I love his approach to music. His music videos are great, but DaBaby, I feel like he sounds the same on every song. The beat changes a little bit, but his flow is all, it's him. Like it's his fast rap flow. It's his pop 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 pop.
Right.
But like it reminds me of the old Caribbean rhythms, where it's like it's just the same beat every song. So once you put them all together, it all sounds like the same song. All around the world,
right?
It's the same song.
All around the world. All around
like that right
the
there,
world,
that in itself,
song.
like I feel like we don't have the same type of groups where there was a different energy from each person in the group. When you think about the Wu-Tangs, when you think about the Digital Undergrounds, like nobody sounded alike. Now I'm saying that in comparison to like a Migos, for example. Not that I'm not a fan of the Migos. Like I listen to their music, but I haven't listened to them enough to differentiate who's who.
Right. Agreed.
Like I can't listen to them and be like, oh yeah, that's Offset. Oh yeah, that's Takeoff. Like, oh yeah, that's Quavo. Like they all sound the same to me.
And that's what I'm saying. And it's that has to do with the patterns. The patterns are very similar. They're very similar now. So it's not so much riding the beat. It's just writing these lyrics down in a certain pattern.
Yeah.
And then finding a beat that you want. Once you hear a beat,
you
can put it on beat. It can be on beat, but the rhyme pattern itself is just recycled.
Migos were super influential.
One group that I can say that's newer that doesn't do that is we've talked about it before, is Coast Contra.
Yeah.
And I like it because all of them are different. They don't sound alike. They don't rap the same way on everything. They don't have They're just
they're all
unique. They're very
unique.
creative.
Yeah.
Very creative.
And you know, like you said, going back to the ease of the industry, just the ease of being a creative, you know, like there are people who the talented artist versus the developed artist kind of thing, you know what I mean? Like there's people who are just naturally yeah. Like there are people who are just naturally artists who like, I have this stuff inside of me, I need to get it out. And then there's other people that it's like, oh, I like the way this sounds, like I can do this, I can do that. Let me put it together and it sounds great.
Yeah.
But it's not unique.
And I feel like some of the people that are on in the latter are the ones that kind of go, they hear something and they go, I'm gonna make a song like that.
Yeah.
Rather than saying like, you know, maybe I want to take the subject matter and make it my own, or they want to make a song like that, meaning they want to make it sound as close to that as possible because that song hit. So I now need to make a song that sounds like that so that mine will hit. And I feel like that's not the right angle. I feel like you appreciate the song that made the success. Now go make your own, rather than saying I want a beat that sounds like this so I can rap so I sound like him. Don't do that.
Yeah.
So
different type of person. I feel like it really is. There's, you know, the artist.
Could you imagine like an R&B song or a rock song where there's 20 different artists and they all sing the same melody but over different music? You'd be like, why does this all sound the same?
Yeah.
And that's what I feel like right now, sort of, with how rhyme patterns are just recycled.
It is. But again, you know, I wonder if that has like music in general, but like hip hop, it's been 50 years of hip hop. So that's 50 years of sampling, 50 years of lyrics, 50 years of beats, 50 years of different styles, 50 years of the same styles, 50 years of people using the same patterns. And like, it's I guess to be the pioneer, the first one that comes out with that type of style that makes it so known, you know, like a Kanye beat, for example, or a Lil Wayne, for example, you know, like I know Lil Wayne gets a lot of shit now for his concerts, not knowing his lyrics or everything like that. But I mean, mixtape Wayne era, the Carter 3 era, like bro was putting out so much, saying a whole lot of nothing and everything at the same time.
Right.
Like I feel like that was direct influence on, you know, the development of Amigos, for example.
Right.
Like that, there had to be they had to have some type of reach back to Lil Wayne to develop the style that they came up with, because it seems very Wayne-ish to me.
It does.
Dope. They did a dope job with it though. But yeah, now I'm thinking about Wayne and New Orleans and No Limit and Cash Money, like the way that the sound, again, going back to that unique sound, you know, like that No Limit sound, that masterpiece sound, like everybody was so unique.
It was very signature, and all of them within No Limit had their own. I mean, Mia X, Mystical obviously was very more abstract.
Yeah.
But
Silk,
he had his own style. Fiend,
Murder.
Yeah. So
yeah, again, that, you know, that individualness that comes together, and the recipe is just gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.